Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Levante and we are going to be doing some tarot and oracle card readings today. I am a community tarot oracle card reader here in this realm, in this universe, okay? I also serve my community as a full spectrum doula. So I am a birth doula, a death doula, postpartum doula, also a nurse of 16 years. And I'm an author as well. I'll show you some things that I've written and where you can pick those up if you are interested. But that's who I am if this is your first time joining me. But today, what are we here for? We're here to do a pick a pile reading. So instructions, very simple. Okay, you're going to pick whichever deck resonates with you. So you're going to choose from deck 1, deck 2, or deck 3 to receive a message for you to carry with you throughout the day. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few moments or a few seconds, not moments. We're limited on time here. I don't have all night, but you're gonna pick, take a few seconds to figure out which deck resonates with you in this moment, right? Which deck aligns with your energy. Make it simple, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and choose what aligns with your energy at this moment. And then you're just gonna stick around for a message, okay?
Your guiding light. Your guiding light, no matter the destination.
So, without further ado, we are going to hop right in. I'm going to give you a few seconds to take that deep breath and choose your deck, or 2 or 3, whatever floats your boat. Okay, I'm here for it. Like Bobby Brown, it's your prerogative. So do your thing. Okay, so we are going to start off with pile number 1, okay? So I have a few oracle cards here. I'm gonna get the generalized energy of the reading. All decks have been pre-shuffled, okay? We have duality here for you. Oh, let me move that into frame a little bit more. We have duality here, okay? So this is a balance. All right, and then we're gonna also pull from another oracle deck just to kind of get the general energy of your message. Okay. What else are we working with today? 1 heartbeat. Wow. Okay. All right. So opposing energies here, perhaps maybe moving as one. Okay. This is 2 entities coming together, right? To move as one, maybe for one commonality or one goal, okay? Balancing between the 2, all right? We're gonna pull some cards for you, pile number 1. This is the Light Seers Tarot, all right? So we have the energy of your reading, which is showing up as the Hanged Man, okay? That is the energy of this situation. What do we have as the obstacle, spirit? What do we have as the obstacle here? 7 of Swords energy, okay? And we are now looking for some advice. Advice for pile number 1. Oh, wow. We have another, okay, so we also have this Justice here. All right, so Justice, this is another balancing thing, okay? And what is our outcome? Let's take a look at the outcome, spirit. Okay. Got that King of Pentacles energy here. Okay, so we're absolutely dealing with some duality, some balance. Maybe something is out of balance. All right. Definitely with this Hangman, we see she's actually hanging in the balance. Okay. She is looking at things differently. All right. So maybe there are opposing opposites here. All right. Maybe some things have to be looked at differently in order for you to find some harmony, to find some balance, to help with this one common goal. Okay, pile number one. Maybe there's something that has been left hanging in the balance, right? Maybe you're not necessarily making a decision, okay, on this certain energy or said situation that is hanging in the balance, something that you may need to look at differently. All right. Something that maybe has been stalling. Why has it been stalling? We have the Seven of Swords here. So maybe you're having a hard time. You're having a hard time with seeing things differently. Maybe this is something new for you. This is different for you because it's going to require a level of strategy, right? A level of moving differently, okay? That maybe you're just not ready for. You're having a hard time getting over this hump, a hard time balancing, right? Figuring things out. There's something that could possibly be misaligned here, okay? Maybe it is due to someone's deception, perhaps. Okay, maybe it's hard for you to push things aside and put differences aside because of the energy that is coming from this person. Maybe that is a little bit deceptive, right? Maybe has a little bit, maybe betrayed you. Okay. Maybe they've lied to you. And whatever this common goal, there seems to be a shared goal that perhaps both of you would like to have accomplished. But right now there's a pause. There is something that is in limbo. All right. That leads me to advices, figuring out this balance. Okay. Understanding that this person is going to get theirs at the end of the day, okay? Putting aside those differences and knowing that, and maybe this person gets their day, right? Not necessarily from you, okay? If you believe in karma, this could absolutely be some type of karma. This could also mean taking someone to court, filing a police report. This could, mean signing a contract when you work with them in order to accomplish said goal, in order to accomplish success in whatever it is that you guys are trying to progress and move forward. Okay. Wow. And then for outcome, we do have the King of Pentacles here. So there is success, right? King of Pentacles is all about this energy of he knows exactly what to do, or she knows exactly what to do to get things done. There's a wealth of knowledge there. There is wisdom when it comes to the King of Pentacles. Just because it's a king does not mean it's masculine energy. Okay, this could absolutely be with a male or female. This could also be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo that is needing this message. Okay, we're going to pull some clarifiers here to see if we can get a little bit more pile number one. There seems to be a push-pull here. Okay, all right. We've got the ace. We've got the Ace of Cups here. Okay, coming up with this Hangman energy. So yeah, there is definitely a stall. There is definitely something that has been put on hold, but this is a great opportunity, okay, to, while it is put on hold, to find some love that you can if you can find forgiveness in your heart, that's what I'm hearing. Okay. This is all about forgiveness here. Some things are stalling because maybe you're having a hard time finding the love, the compassion, right? The joy in this situation. Maybe you're having a hard time trying to figure out forgiveness. Okay, let's clarify this Seven of Swords here. All right, Judgment. Maybe this person has passed judgment on you. Maybe there is, some deception. There could also be certainly lying going on. But they're going to have to pay for this. Okay. They're going to have to answer to that. There's accountability to be had here. As I look at the Judgment card and this Justice card, I'm getting this energy of accountability. Okay, so they are going to be held accountable, right? Maybe not necessarily by you, but perhaps even by you, okay? For the Justice card, we have another ace here. We have this Ace of Wands in your advice. Yeah, I think you need to go for it as far as this Justice card. So whatever that looks like for you, pile number one. This Ace of Wands energy is giving, it's all about inspiration, okay? And understand that it's about passion. It's about going for it. It's about this spark. So being able and ready to do this thing. So whether that is filing a lawsuit, whether that is figuring out a way to make it work with a contract, holding them accountable. So maybe they've messed over you in the past is what I'm feeling here. Pile number one. Let's get some clarification on this King of Pentacles. Can we clarify this King of Pentacles, please, Spirit? Page of Cups. Yeah, I mean, even with the Page of Cups, I get that sensitivity here. Okay, so you already know what to do. You become better for it. There is a sense of love that you and caring, even compassion that will come across for you, that will come out of this in the end. Okay. Pile number one. So we definitely have this struggle of duality here. We have, maybe it's a power struggle. Maybe there is some deception, but there's something that needs to be done is what I'm seeing here. There's something that needs to be accomplished, that needs to be done, that needs to be fulfilled. Okay. But it's in limbo. You're stalled out. Your things are hanging in the balance. And you may need to figure out a way to love on this person or to put your differences aside for the one common goal. Pile number one. Okay. Forgiveness is the key here. Even though you're having an issue with them betraying you or someone lying on you, understanding not to take matters into your own hands. Right. You don't need to take revenge out on this person. It doesn't feel that way. It feels like they're absolutely going to have to answer for that. There's accountability that is going to be had. And Spirit is saying, just make things right, find some harmony. So even if you need, like I said, even if you need to hold them accountable while you put your differences aside, make them sign a promissory note, a contract, you can absolutely work with them. But at the same time, don't play no games, right? You know what kind of person that they are. And so you're going to make them sign a contract or, like I said, a promissory note. And know that things are going to work out. Use your resources. You're growing from this. You become wiser. You're going to become better. I don't think that you're going to work with this person again, or like once you're done with this, once you reach your goal, you learn your lesson and you figure it out. But you also, it's for the betterment of your good as well, is what I'm hearing. Right. And I really just like when pigs fly. It's like, I know I'm not going to work with them again, ever again, is what I'm getting, which is good. You know, we have broken ring here for your message to round out the reading. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. Exactly. Like I was saying, I don't think you're going to work with them again, but let's get this project done. And let's make this a success, right? Right now, you're tied to them. You're kind of tethered to them. Even though you're at odds, even though you have differences, you're going to part ways at some point. Like I said, they're going to get theirs. You don't have to worry about that. In whatever way, shape, form, or fashion that comes out to be, you don't have to hold them accountable in that way. I don't know if you guys believe in karma, but I feel like somehow, some way, it is going to come back to them, whatever they've done wrong to you. So it sounds like you have been wronged, but you have two aces here. It's absolutely going to work out for you. Okay. Like I said, in order to, maybe this is even a divorce. I don't know where this is coming from, but I'm hearing you may be getting those divorce papers signed as well. Pile number one. Okay. We're going to pull a couple more tea leaves here. All right. We're going to take that one. We've got rabbit. Too much concern with sexual matters. Okay, that is a bit vulnerable. All right. And if you are getting a divorce, are you are you in it? Because, have you been holding off this long because the sex is amazing? Maybe you should have been. Is that why things have been paused? Because it's so great. We also have misunderstanding here with the wall. There's definitely a misunderstanding for sure. They got you messed up. Okay. They think you won't leave, pile number one, but you got them fooled. I think you are going to part ways, regardless of if that thing is thinging. All right. It's time to go. It's time to go, because they have misunderstood you. So thank you so much for joining me, pile number one. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Be kind to each other, but most importantly, be kind to yourselves. Peace. Okay, pile number two. All right, thank you for joining me. We're just going to go ahead and get started with some oracle cards to get your general message here. We have Mother. I am my own home first. I am my own home first. Okay, so there is a nurturing energy, all right, with mother energy. Okay, there is a protective energy that comes with mothering energy. Okay, maybe even a dependent energy here. Okay, a nurturing, a loving, caring energy here. I am my own home first. All right. So I don't know, maybe they're the obvious, right? There could be someone out there that is having issues with their mother or someone in a mother-like role, right? But understanding, maybe you've been betrayed by your mother, but understanding that security, stability, that comes from yourself, right? Not from someone outside of you. Okay. Home is about security. It's about stability. It's about where you feel safe. Maybe you're not necessarily feeling safe with someone. Okay. Let's pull from your deck. This is the Gentle Tarot here. And let's get the energy of the reading. Okay. We have the 9 of Wands. All right. What is the obstacle, Spirit? Let's see. Obstacle. The Sun. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. This is advice. We have justice. Wow, pile number 1 had justice for their advice as well. Let's pull this outcome here. Wheel of Fortune, okay? All right, so right now the energy is of 9 of Wands, okay? This is about being resilient. This is about constantly fighting and trying to persevere and getting beat up in the process. But you know what? You don't give up. You keep going, okay? You're extremely resilient here. You're diligent, okay? You persevere. But you're injured, you're tattered, you're beaten and you're bruised and you're bloody and you're just tired. But don't give up. Okay, that is the energy here that they're saying. All right. With this sun here as your obstacle, this is about, to me, authenticity. This is about the joy possibly being lost, right? And I mean, it's tough to be joyful and it's tough to walk in your truth and your authenticity and radiate when you're bruised and you're bloody and you fighting for your life. You're trying to survive, right? And advice, in the advice spot, I guess you could say, we have the Justice card here. So whatever you're fighting up against, okay, is going to, maybe it's time to put things right in that perspective. So whether that is with calling authorities, whether that is leaving yourself, right? Removing yourself from that. Whether that is like, you know what, I've got to get out of here. I need to separate myself. I need to remove myself. Maybe you need to find a new home, sign a new lease. Okay. Take matters into your own hands here to solve this. And for outcome, we have Wheel of Fortune, which Wheel of Fortune is understanding that the ebbs and flows of life. Right? Wheel of Fortune is all about, some would say even good fortune, good luck, knowing that the tides will turn. And even though today you're in a time that is not the best, understanding that the sun will come out again, understanding that what goes up must come down, right? So we have 3 major cards here. So I feel like this pile number 2, you're in this is a big phase of your life. And it's time to take control back. It's time to shine again. What brings you joy? What brings you, what is your truth? Stand in that, okay? Right? So someone is not safe where they are or with someone or with whom they are, but you've got to nurture and care for yourself first is what I'm hearing. Okay. You've been trying to fight this battle on your own, and it seems like it's time for you to call in some reinforcements. You've definitely got to get some justice. You got to get your lick back is what I'm hearing. Okay. We're going to pull some clarifiers here. Yeah, we've got the Star card here. You're in your space of healing, right? This is renewing energy. Things have crumbled. And like I said, you've been fighting hard. You've been resilient. You've been strong. And you're in the rebuilding phase, which makes sense with this Justice card here of getting that lick back, okay? You're in this rebuilding phase with this Star card. It's time for you to take care of yourself. Let's pull for the Sun here. We've got the Flower of Cups, which would equate to the Queen of Cups and your obstacle. Yeah, you're trying to, and it makes sense because we have this Mother energy here too as well. So now we have the Queen of Cups coming into your obstacle space with the Sun card, okay? So you're having a hard time with someone who should be that motherly figure, okay? Or someone in your life you just feel like should be caring for you, who should love you, who should have some compassion and some empathy for you, but they're stealing your joy. They're not allowing you to be you, or you're finding it challenging. You're fighting to be you. And that's no bueno. That is no bueno. Let's pull a clarifier for this justice card, okay? Oh, we've got the root of thunder. Okay, so this would be your knight. This would be your Knight of Swords, or your Knight of Thunder here with this Justice card. Absolutely. So this is, you need to act fast is what I'm hearing. This is something that needs to be done quickly. So whether this is leaving this space, literally finding a new home for yourself, signing a new lease, this could absolutely be going to get some help in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Filing a police report. Okay. This is even figuring out, you may need to be doing some research even to figure out what you can do to get yourself out of this situation. But this root of thunder is saying that this absolutely needs to happen quickly. We're going to pull for this Wheel of Fortune, get some clarification on that as well with this outcome. Two of Wands. Yeah. So your possibilities are absolutely endless here with the Two of Wands, okay? With this Two of Wands energy and the Wheel of Fortune here, I just feel like you're coming out of a space that was not serving you, and you're climbing up, you're on your way up a hill. You're coming out of the valley and you're on your way up a hill. And this is your ebb and flow space, okay? You're in an ebb and flow space. Well, that's just life, period, right? It's in cycles. But now you're in this phase of figuring out what you can do. And you do figure it out. You figure it out. And it looks great. Like I said, you're in a space where you're planning and you figure it out. You look at your possibilities and you remove yourself from this energy, okay? But you've got to take care of yourself first. We're going to round out this reading with some tea leaves. You've got to take care of yourself first, but you're in a rebuilding phase and it looks good. This is promising energy here. I'm going to pull a couple more. Okay, so we have Bear, dangerous, especially in, danger, especially in money matters. And it feels like there is some danger. Now, whether this is with a work situation, or whether this is with a spouse or a partner or someone that should be loving and caring for you, okay? This could also be, we have the Flower of Cups here. So this could absolutely be with the Pisces, a Scorpio, and or a Cancer, okay? But I'm getting the sense of, with this root of thunder, that there could be some danger if you stay in this any longer. We also have valley. I said you're coming out of a valley. Deep personal strength and peace that assure success. And you are successful as you come out of this valley. That is beautiful. I heard Spirit saying that you would come out of this and you're going to come out of it on top. You are strong. Okay. We had that Nine of Wands here, that, perseverance, Nine of Wands energy is definitely strength. It takes resilience. Like I said, you keep fighting. You're a fighter. Broom, new home, new attitude. Exactly what I said, I believe, at the beginning of the reading. You may have to find your own home. Remember, I am my own home first. So you may need to find that security, okay, that safety in a new home, a new lease, excuse me, and or new attitude, right? You're no longer the person that you were before. You're starting to see yourself for who you are. You see your worth. You are walking in your authenticity. You're standing up for yourself in this season, pile number 2. So this was an absolutely delightful message of authenticity, right? And getting out of what could be deemed a dangerous or scary situation, loving yourself first and not looking for that love outside. Okay. And remember to move swiftly. All right. Pile number 2. Thank you so much for joining me. Please take care of each other, but most importantly, take care of yourself. Peace. All right. Pile number 3. Welcome. We are going to go ahead and get started with your message. Okay, so we have the World card showing up for you with this beautiful rainbow. The world is in your hands is the very first thing that just popped into my awareness. Okay, are you, oh wow, and we also have open, clear beginning, okay? I cannot help but to notice both of these cards have a rainbow, as well as cylindrical, is that the word? Aspects to it. And then I said, you have the whole world in your hands, okay? Literally, you have the whole world in your hands. This sounds like you are in for some big opportunities. Okay, I would have to definitely dive deeper into the reading, but this is card 0 as well. So I like to think of 0 as opportunity. The possibilities are endless. Okay, the world is at your fingertips. What do you want to do with it? You can do anything. This sounds like someone may be dreaming out there. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and deep dive into this a little bit more. Let's see I'm excited about this pile number 3. All right, we've got synchronicity right after we had a synchronicity. So the energy is synchronicity here. Okay, let's take a look at our obstacles. All right, do you guys notice this sun here? Right, we've got I said cylindrical. I didn't mean to say that. Excuse me. Sphere. Sphere. Okay. All right. Okay. Obstacle, spirit. Obstacle. Okay. Oh, okay. We've got the Hierophant here. All right. What's the advice that we have for pile number 3? What is our advice? Oh, 6 of Swords energy. And what is the outcome? Here. Oh my gosh. Okay, High Priestess. All right, so we've definitely got some majors. Let's deep dive into this energy. We've got synchronicity. There's some signs, some energetic, there's some patterns here that we're missing. Maybe spirit has been talking to us, trying to show us what our next move is. Maybe we're wondering or trying to figure out what we need to be doing next. What is purpose, right? There's that big question about purpose, or what should I be doing career wise? Who's my long-term partner? Whatever this big question is, right? There are signs and synchronicities that spirit has been trying to show you, the universe or the divine or God, whatever it is that you believe in. They've been trying to get something across to you. But there's a disconnect spiritually here. We have the Hierophant in your obstacle space, right? There's some wisdom or something that you're not tapping into for some odd reason. There is maybe a spiritual disconnect. Maybe this whole thing of energy and synchronicities is something that you have not been, this goes against your tradition. This goes against some norms, right? Maybe this would be different for you. So you're missing the signs, But it feels like there have been signs right in front of you that you are missing, but for some reason you're just not getting them. This Hierophant card is showing up. To me, this is about wisdom. Maybe you're just trying to do some things alone and you're not asking for help or assistance, right? Maybe there's some religion trauma. Right? That's kind of a sticky situation, but maybe there is some religion trauma, okay? But with this Six of Swords, the advice is definitely saying it's, you have to trust and believe and know that it is going to turn out just fine. You are coming out of the thick of it, okay? And you are moving into a better space. You're moving into a better space. And so, or they're saying it's time to move into a better space. It's time to let go of societal norms and traditions, release that, cut ties with that, right? So that there is room for growth. There is room for evolution, right? You can rely more on your intuition. You're no longer distracted by doing things the way everyone else does them. We have the High Priestess here, okay, in your space of outcome. High Priestess is all about, she's very wise, okay? The High Priestess is absolutely spiritually attuned and aligned, okay? She can see behind the veil. She knows how to navigate spirituality, very intuitive, okay? A lot of people even say she is the keeper of secrets, okay? Keeper of secrets. But she's extremely wise. This is knowing. So this situation is going to allow you to evolve in your knowing, in your understanding of what else is out there in the world, okay? There's some things that maybe you need to detach from with societal norms, or maybe familial norms, okay, and traditions. Maybe this has to do with a belief system, or maybe you want to switch it up and change some things and do some things differently in your career. Maybe you're dating someone who's just a little bit different from what your family or what your friends could see you with, or whom you would typically date, okay? And you've been ignoring the signs, right? Because it's just they're not what people would typically expect from you, right? This career path, or this religion, or this habit, or this person you're dating is not what you would normally, it's not what they would normally see you with, or who they would normally see you with, okay? But I feel as though Spirit is telling you it's time to put that part of you aside, right? It's too much. It's too challenging for you. Pile number 3, it's time for you to move on into a calmer space, right? Go off on your own, see the world, research, live life, experiment, experience, so that you can grow, you can become wiser, okay? You rely on your intuition a little bit more too here, so you don't miss the signs, okay? Or maybe you have been noticing the signs. Let me make that very clear. Maybe you have been noticing the signs and you have been ignoring them. It's like, I see you, but I'm ignoring them. Yeah, I mean, pile number 2, I believe. Pile number 2 had this star energy here. It's time for you to, I don't even want to say align, because you understand that things are pointing you into a certain direction, right? You understand that Spirit has been trying to get you to move in the opposite direction of which you normally move. Okay, let's pull a clarifier for this Hierophant card in the obstacle space, Spirit. Yeah, see, you've got the Four of Cups. Yeah, you're absolutely doing this obstacle space of you're just not, you're blocking out the good for some odd reason. You are, Spirit is trying to heal you of whatever this energy is. Four of Cups is all about things coming in, but we're ignoring it. So the signs are coming in, the healing is trying to get in, the alignment is trying to come in for you. That renewed energy and space is trying to come in for you, but you're missing it, you're blocking it, you're refusing to receive it because it's not normal, it's not typical for you. Okay, let's get clarification on this Six of Swords here. OMG. Every pile has gotten the Justice card in the same exact spot. Advice. Yeah, I mean, things are gonna get better. Okay, you start to see things for what it truly is. The scales start to balance out. You're coming out of something that maybe was a little bit more traumatic for you. And it's time for you to go off and see the world and to learn some things. That's what I'm hearing. Go off, see the world, learn some things, right? Become wiser. Let's get the clarifier for the High Priestess here, Spirit. You're learning new things. You need to see the world to understand what is out there. We have the Empress here. So we have 2 and 3, synchronicity, right? You have 2 and then you have the number 3. So not only are you growing wiser, but you're finding a new sense of self. Okay, this is abundant energy. This is loving, abundant energy. So not only are you becoming more aware, more intuitive, okay, more wiser, you are also becoming, there's abundance here, which to me, this is beautiful. The High Priestess and the Empress, you are putting yourself first. Okay, you no longer conform to or subscribe to societal norms and traditions. All right, this is all about you now, what it is that you want. So go out into the world, put how you normally do things aside, how you typically do things aside. Okay, pile number 3. We're no longer doing things the way we used to do them. All right, we're gonna round out the reading with a few tea leaves here. All right, so we've got lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. Okay, we also have flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Exactly, let's pull one more here. Control your anger or you will be sorry. And it makes sense. I mean, even with this Hierophant card coming up, you know, it's like, to me, there is some religious trauma maybe that has pissed you off, or you know, there may be some people that are judging you for wanting to do things differently or to date differently. We have fair woman also, dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. All right, so maybe that's the person that is judging you. Okay, this also came out as well, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and just take it. We have broom, new home, new attitude, and it's definitely going to take a new attitude for you to go off into the world and see what's out there. Okay, that Six of Swords is all about leaving behind what is no longer serving you and going off into some calmness, some peace, receiving what is better for you. Okay, go off into the world. That also could be a traveling card as well. Some people look at the Six of Swords as a traveling card, but you're in a space of healing at this time. Signs and synchronicities are coming your way, regardless of the backlash that you're receiving from the people who expect you to do things and move a certain way. Okay, it's time for you to go off into the world, learn, right? Read some books, see the different people in the world that's out there, and gain some wisdom, gain some knowledge. And you're going to be rewarded abundantly, okay, for this. But this is all about the world being literally in the palm of your hands. Maybe there is a woman that you are going to meet along the way with blonde, gray, or white hair, okay? A fair woman. But don't lower your standards for these people that don't understand you. All right, pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a great message, an empowering message. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment, and be kind to one another. But most importantly, be kind to yourselves. Peace.